First on 5, a new crash report released today tells us exactly what happened to Blue Angels pilot Captain Jeff Coos. He died while performing a practice flight in Smyrna, Tennessee in June, the result of pilot error. News 5's JB Buno joins us live now in the studio with more. JB?
Yeah, Roseanne, we have the report right here. It states that Captain Coos had a perfect Navy flight record, no mishaps, no violations. His first error, however, would be his very last. The Navy saying he was going too fast, he ejected too late, perhaps because he was just too tired. The final flight that killed Blue Angel Captain Jeff Coos was his third run of the day, an afternoon practice over Smyrna, Tennessee. The Navy says with 3 flights in a half-day's time, fatigue might have been a factor. Before the practice, he uncharacteristically forgot to turn on his transponder and sign pre-flight paperwork. The pilot error comes seconds after takeoff. Witness video here shows Coos climbing skyward, corkscrewing into a split S maneuver. But the Navy says he turned at too low of an altitude, 3,200 feet instead of 3,500 feet. According to the plane's black box, Coos never shuts off his afterburners, speeding too fast in his nosedive. In the final turn of the split S, he pulls up, but it's too late. He's diving too rapidly. The Navy says Coos didn't black out. In fact, he did eject. It was just too late. His parachute burned up in the fireball caused by the crash. Near this charred Tennessee property, Coos's body was recovered 400 feet from the wreckage. The cause of death, force blunt trauma.
Jeff's passing is a loss, no doubt. But in losing Jeff, we gain inspiration. We gain a guardian angel, a wingman that will always be there.
The Blue Angels were devastated. The Navy says Captain Coos was, quote, one of the most meticulous and professional Blue Angels pilots who committed errors out of his norm. Errors that claimed his life at the young age of 32. Now, the Blues have a grueling schedule, and there's so much pressure to perform each and every day with the rest of the team. Coos may have been very tired, but felt the responsibility to keep getting in the cockpit. Now, a final note, the split S maneuver that Coos fatally misperformed has been suspended indefinitely by the Blue Angels. Live in the studio, JB Buno, News 5.
Thank you, JB. Also announced in the report, the Blue Angels will be canceling one of their final shows of the 2016 season to regroup and reassess their flight performance. They have not announced which show is canceled yet, but here are some notable dates left on their schedule. They are expected to perform this weekend in Reno, Nevada. After that, there are shows in 8 more cities, including the California Capitol Air Show in Sacramento, October 1st and 2nd, the Wings Over Houston Air Show in October 22nd and 23rd, the birthplace of the Blue Angels Air Show in Jacksonville Beach, Florida in November. The final performance of the season, their famous homecoming show at Naval Air Station Pensacola, November 11th and 12th.